All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the shotgun, Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Mike 54. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long...
Wait! General West!
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
Bravo!
54.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand going? It's 3rd and goal. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Crash.
Hey, sprint plans.
On the keeper, here's Ryan. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point attempt here still to come. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Let's get some penetration.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tuesday. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Terry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
All day. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
To throw again. Ryan.
I smell fear in that
Open
offense.
receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
21.
And they give this time to the tailback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 29, Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Negative yards. Negative.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, where's Alabama? Green 82.
52's the mic.
65. 65. Joker.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
You don't want no problems with me.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
I'm going to hit you all day.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Rip.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Baby. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Hey, check it.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Shotgun now for Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 60 ticks. Defense all day. All day.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down.
Check.
Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. Brady's throw there complete, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Now, let's go.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Ain't no such thing as a
From
loss.
Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack.
Boom!
Back at the 47-yard line. Tech McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Sugar. What's screen?
Here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Wait, 20.
Mike, 45. Tackles. Regular.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready. Mike 25. Hey, express.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Here we go.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Ready, Blue 80. Blue 80. Gun.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to do anything.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch time. Tight end right.
22.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
97's the
61. Matchbox lights.
SOS.
Throwing again. Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey,
51. Sub.
Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Let's go.
Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ryan now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Get ready.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, white.
Watch the run.
Play action. Ryan.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's
Under
just me and
pressure,
you.
and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". 5'4".
To throw is Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Don't go this way.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Back him up, back him
Well,
up.
so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, goal 66.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. We got to get...
Hey, 66.
To throw, it's Brady. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready, Blue 80. Wide 25.
You better bring it.
Hey, white.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Come to my world.
On 1st down, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Interception. Come on, guys. We got
timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Your trip is here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom!
Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Mike 54.
Yeah. Alert.
Cover.
On play action, now Brady.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Check.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Wait, that check.
Check 52's to Mike. I'm coming after you.
Hey, ball 66.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Brady going to throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Yeah, baby.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Ryan. The connection made. It's Graham. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, baby.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike.
On 3rd down, Ryan.
Come on, boy.
And that is incomplete.
You gotta be ready.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Here we go.
Brady now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz.
Oh, yeah.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Get ready.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
45 to Mike.
Yo.
Ball 50.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Brady to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Schwartz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Brady now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
72.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Touchdown!
Mike Evans. His second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
I got you,
shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before,
Good
realize
work,
it hasn't
boys.
worked
Let's
so
go. Something
well,
else.
Let's go.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft. Out, 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 out.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Let's go.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
97's the mic. Here we go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down.
We own him.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now they try the right side here. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now they'll try the jet sweep here.
Run.
And some room to roam now. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. caught by Evans. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
All day, baby, all day.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80, 21.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I'm coming after
Check.
after you.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready, blue 80, black 25. Who there?
Throwing now is Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got this down to the 35.
Let's go.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Two tights.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
QB, come on.
he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, South. 97's the mic. Let's go, D. 97's the mic. 97.
Here's Ryan.
Twist.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey. We got 3. Three down.
Ryan to throw.
Watch the slant.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Can't hear you now.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
Check pass, check pass.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Third and 4.
It's third and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
It's our time.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
There's Matt Bosher now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
Baby. Let's
and
go.
that will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Kill.
They run again with Logan. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second until it's prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Let's get that.
They'll run on first down. Logan.
Come on, run.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Buccaneers, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And another road. Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. Here's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
44's the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
5.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Ready.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
You go tight.
Look at me. Door. On the ball. Hit it.
Blitz.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Hamilton, the fourth-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. And now the 24-year-old Hamilton hoping to build on what was a 30-catch campaign from a season ago as a rookie. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Nice pick.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A nice-looking play to start the drive. Down the middle and complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Ready.
When's the mic? Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Ready.
Now Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. from 10 yards out. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
They don't want it, fellas.
Noah Fant, his third touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to fire one deep left side. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
To throw again. Newton. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Right there.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. To the air again, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Throwing now is Locke. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Let's go.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Broncos take over.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
I'm going to hit
Everson
you
Griffin.
all
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
44,
Now, they're in some hot
Mike,
water
44.
now after that sack.
Go.
It's 2nd and 21. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know you feel
We
that.
talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Check. There. Now.
Crash.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh.
7-7,
go,
our
boys,
score
bring it up.
after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Here we go.
Mike. And Lobo. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Crash.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Hot.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me,
Here we go.
If I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Gordon, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but having that perimeter, they can go down and score. So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw, Newton. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Newton now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's what I'm talking about.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Play action. It's Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jonathan Boston leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
40.
Protein. Spill.
Check. Watch the
Big grip.
From the 31, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready. 30 base. 22 jet bomber.
Check. Lucky. Check 37.
Ready.
He'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go.
Melvin Gordon.
Let's go.
Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this? And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Come on, a lot.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Kill.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
All day, every day.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? will it be?
And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Throwing on second and long. Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football now. 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Danny.
Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All day.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Let's go. Check.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Newton on first down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Newton now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. Newton now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Perry. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow.
Kill.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second and 11 now. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Lock. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Come on, baby, let's go.
A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Lock now to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. To throw it is Lock. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Lock now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Lock looks to throw it again. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. And my goodness, another interception. Duke Dawson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown, baby.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive back.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Ready?
Another run by Lindsey. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Gone. Go.
On third down, here's Lindsey.
Outside coming.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Yeah, baby.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the years.
There certainly is, and probably way too much. Because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. To throw again on second down, Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Hey, check. 51.
Gun.
51's the mic.
Silver.
Crack down.
Here we go on 4. Newton. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
We play to win.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun.
Hey, let's go.
Wait. We got man.
Switch.
Check. Crunch.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Come on, for real.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting him out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yep.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return. I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 41 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
On the ball.
And they are going to score again.
Touchdown!
Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who
go,
had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To the ground and incomplete. Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Bandit.
Throwing again. Newton. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One last throw here for Newton. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Now, 3 straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Great.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of